Well, hello. Caught me off guard there for a second. I was kind of right in the middle of something. No matter how much time you have, 8 o'clock sneaks up on you real quick. That's the way it is. But there's nobody here yet, so I'll just wait until somebody shows up before I start spouting off the mouth. A little Call of Duty on my phone here. We've got some announcements to make, which are kind of cool. We've got So, if anybody's into announcements, we have some of those. If anybody's into announcements, we have some of those. I turn it up a little bit. Has anybody seen my balls? Really high. Has anybody seen my balls? That sounds great. All right. Shit, where the hell's the remote go? What do you want? What do you want? Yeah, I can't play with you, play video games, and do live cast at least watching. Well, oh well. It's too low. Well, at least I know my sound levels are alright. I'll just finish this game up since nobody cares. Oh, holy crap. Hey, sorry about that. I didn't know anybody had showed up yet. Anybody? Or, excuse me, anyway. What's going on, guys? All right, so a couple of things to go over tonight. Almost everything's fresh off the bash except for last weekend, the ramp jump. This thing, a little noisy, and it started stuttering real bad, kind of like it had a loose wire on the motor connection at the end of the day. So I'm not sure exactly what happened with that, but I know I've got to change the pinion out anyway because the pinion's loose. It's been moving around on the motor shaft. It's going to be dented up a little bit, so we're going to get in there and change that. Yes, this is a the Arma 2050 whatever. Yeah, something like that. Stock V5 6S motor with a Hobbywing Max 6. Because blew the rotor on the Hobbywing 1650, which I have. This is the one that came out of one of the Armas I blew out, and that one was even worse. The Hobbywing's still intact; it just needs to be rewrapped. This one shattered a magnet. That was a good one, happened in midair. I was like 30 feet up off a jump, just winding it out, trying to get a backflip out of the Spider because it's so long. It's a Mojave chassis, and clank, nosedive. Yeah, it was the end of that. So that's what happened to that motor. And Just picking up another hobby wing rig is pretty expensive. I'm trying to find out where to get the wrap to actually rewrap it myself. Some kind of Kevlar string or some shit. Yeah, this one might prove to be a challenge. Or I might have to sharpen that. Calm down, Brody. It's fine. Nope, no. Don't go anywhere. I get scared of everything, I swear to God. Yeah, there might be some goo or something in there. Get the dirt out of it. Might help. There we go. Now throw that screw directly in the garbage. You don't want to use that again. Out you go. All right, so I did that. So we don't trip over this balance cord here on the Max 6 because that thing does not like being whacked or pinched or moved in any unnatural direction. And you don't want to deal with trying to get a warrantied out motor because of that. Mike, what's up, buddy? Nice pick. What's wrong with using a number, what is it, 1.5 or 2 or whatever, the little tiny guy? Ice picks don't come often down here. You have to go to a store. They don't hand them out when you come into the country. I'm just kidding. Just joking, bro. Just joking. Actually, an awe is kind of the same thing, and I used to have one. I don't know where it went though. I think it's in storage. AWL, all, one of those. That works too. But right. Yeah, so this thing started making funny noises. The last batch, like a motor wire was disconnected. Just kind of ugliness. So let's see what's going on in here. If I can manage to get this damn thing out. Jesus. All right, I've got one of every wrench out. Right now, rotate this heatsink as you take it out. Otherwise, you can't get it all the way out. Because I've got my little motor bed down there. Oh yeah, that thing's turning on the shaft. That's the problem. I'm not supposed to do that. Yeah, she's tight, really. That's not all banged up. Oh yeah, it is. God, look at that nastiness. That's not all from the screw, though. I can tell you, I actually made a notch or two in this thing trying to get a screw to actually sit better in it. But yeah, those teeth are like bent. That's freaking wild. Seems like the spur's okay. Boy, that is a lot of drivetrain slack. I wouldn't be surprised if something on this thing is spinning somewhere. Wow. That's damn near half a turn. Really? That's normal? It can't be normal. I just checked these diffs, too. There's no way. Oh, yeah. No, I do stuff like that all the time. Hell, I've even made core removal tools for AC Schrader valve cores, kind of like a big car tire valve. Same difference. Yeah, dude, I've done that. Those are kind of hard. You got to center drill them. But yeah, no, I get it. Or I've got a set of 8 picks at work that I just bought, and I don't need 8. Sure, 5 would do everything I need a pick to do on a regular basis. So going to a 20, had an 18 on it. Motor temps, even in the summer, weren't really getting over 150. ESC temps 170 sometimes. Only if you were really humping it. I mean, problem is the RPM started catching up, and that's when these motors tend to blow up. Most of the motors I've had take a rotor apart have blown up within, let's say, 48 hours of a extremely high RPM ordeal, whatever it may have been. Set that damn screw right. You know, either over revving because you decided to run ADAS on it, or over revving because whatever. Yeah. I know the Max 6 G2 is ADAS capable. I don't recommend running it on ADAS unless you're doing something that has no vibration involved, like speed running. If you're going to run that thing off-road and take it off jumps, don't put an ADAS in it. High RPM and massive shaking are two things that motors don't like, and they're not two great tastes that go great together. Oh, get up. Eventually I'll figure out the combination. Which directions it got to go so I can put the damn motor in. There we go. All right, so it's like all up on it already. Yeah, that's a bit much. Not like that. All right. But now let's check it. So I'm setting the lash here. Let me see this, right? Tighten this up a little bit. Crap. Well, you can see the gear from there, right? So spur gear, just give it a little wiggle. You just want to roll it. Make sure it's good. Roll it. I like it. That's good. Don't be surprised if you have a setup like that where you got a tight spot or a loose spot or whatever. You just kind of got to try to make do. You know, just try to get somewhere in the middle. You know, to make everybody happy. Way I usually do it with something that's not centered. However, you know, whatever's wrong in this situation. I've heard pinions, I've heard spurs. I've never really checked. I don't care. I just make the damn thing work. Just try to make it so that when you get to your tightest spot, it doesn't bind, and it's not going to rip the teeth off in the loosest spot, and you'll be all right. I put way too much Loctite on that screw. So I'm going to put it in that hole and then take it back out and put it in the other one. That way there's enough lube for both of them. I think that's only legal in like 7 states. Minis. I saw a guy just posted something on FB, I think, of a tiny little track. Like, I want to say the lanes were only as wide as 2 stairs are deep. You know, like maybe what's that, like 12 inches or 18 inches? And it was an RC64 or something like that he was talking about running. I don't think I'm familiar with that, but it sounds. Why did I put more Loctite on that? It sounds like some itty bitty little tiny cool looking race car thing. How many are you talking? Like what scale? All right. And plug in. There we got the ESC. There are wires in there. Sounds kind of loose, huh? It's a little trick for making these pop out properly. You take a little flathead and just stick it in the middle, and probably wedge it between 2 of the slots and just kind of wiggle it a little bit. And that should push it out enough to get it tightened up in the hole, which it definitely did in that case. So we're perfect now. That one's still a little loose too. Yeah, you're seeing some carbon buildup, some black stuff show up on these connectors. That's from arcing. It's called carbon trace. We see it on spark plug wires and stuff like that on real cars. That's how you know you've got a loose connection, or that electricity is actually jumping the gap, and you know it's not being directly transferred. Also could be grease, but you know it does look like carbon trails, and I know one of these wires, well, 2 of them were pretty loose to begin with. 1/14 and 1/16. Oh, okay. Well, that's not that small. That's the ones you already had that I've already seen. That's the little cutie guys. The itty bitty guys. They're so cute. If you feed them, they grow up and be a big truck. Nah, I get it. It's cool. I mean, I can't say driving around that little crawler we used to have wasn't kind of cool. I think that was the one, I want to say 16th. But that's cool. Or maybe it was, I don't know. It wasn't, yeah, it had to be like a 16th because it was like that big. It was an axial, like a, hell was it? Like a Forerunner maybe? Shit, where's my dog? Brody! Brody! Brody, come! Brody! Come on! Oh, I hope I got him before he got too far away. Oh, so announcements. Well, I got people here. Da, 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 da. One, we now have GoPro technology. I already strapped it to the top of my Spider, which I'll show you in a second. That's my Creighton, Typhon Creighton Mojave thing. It's long, it's low, it's wide, it's cool. It's the Spider. Anyway, so I had to do a new body extension on that one, so I made a camera mount for it. And I already ran it around the yard and chased the shit out of the dog, and I got a video setting an algorithm for that. The camera quality seems pretty good, even though it was cheap. It was only like $74. I'll tell you the name in a second. It was on sale. I got that 128 meg card and like a 60-piece attachment kit, with like a head mount and a body mount and all those kind of mounts, and mount this and mount that, and mount your mom and whatever. Just kidding. So yeah, let me grab that. Where's that little dude I had it on earlier? That's it. Where's the thing? That's all right. So this is it. It's an AKASO, I don't know, AKASO. Anyway, AKASO 4K. This model is a EK7000, and like I said, it was like $74 on sale, which is not bad. Has anti-vibration. Does 4K, does 30 frames per minute or per second, per minute. It also does slow mo and what do you call it? Time lapse, all that kind of stuff. Has a bunch of features on it. You can't beat the price. I mean, and the video quality is good. I don't have a GoPro, but I've seen the results, and this is not bad. So I just put it on a mount and clip. And I ran this thing around the yard for a while and chased the dog and did some high-speed runs up and down the street and cut it down into about 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 15 seconds, something like that. So it's not too long to be overly boring. And compared to the cheap Pro I used to have that I bought off the back of a truck for like $40, the video quality is night and day amazing, and the anti-shaking software is really good. You can actually watch that. Well, the Spider bounce around hard, full throttle, off-road, over tree ruts, and it doesn't make it so it's unwatchable. It's pretty damn sweet. Cool. Awesome. I always like putting smiles on people's faces with RC stuff. Welcome to the club, buddy. Crap, I need a pin in that thing, and I can't even see the end of it. Also need to tighten up my heatsink. You know what? It's like I already got other stuff I got to do. But as usual, every time you touch one of these things, you find 10 things wrong with it. If you got a good eye for it. But that's the great thing about them is they'll be half broken, Stuff's twisted, bent, screwed up, should be undrivable, but it still rides out just like it should. Sometimes it's really hard to tell when you got broken stuff. Oh, this is not good. I'm going to have to go get my goddamn dog. Brody! He knows when the garage door is open. That means I'm coming after him, so he better freaking come back like right away. Right. Other thing I had to fix. Gotta put a pin in that real quick, and then my front shock tower is very badly bent. And we're gonna fix it the redneck way. Yes, the redneck way. As I've demonstrated in several videos, there are redneck ways to do things, and unfortunately, living down here as long as I have, I've adopted some of them. Yeah, they should all just pop right off. When performing said work, you want to make sure the rest of your screws are very tight into your bulkhead. And preferably not slip, but what are you gonna do? All right. Right. I'm not gonna be able to get that in anymore. Yeah, maybe. Oh, that was tight. Come on, you. I'm just gonna have to take that apart to finish it anyway. Won't be able to tighten down the piece unless the shock's off it, because you got nothing to hold on to. So there's no point in really doing it that way anyway. Except we can't get the damn wrench on it. All right. Yeah, here they come. All right. I think I'm actually gonna have to go get the damn dog. Oh, Drake, what's up, man? How you doing? What's up, cool spawn? You have to ask Mike on that one, man. I'm not really too knowledgeable about the Traxxas models and whatnot. Not to mention, I don't know any kind of price on the 6-channel remote because, I mean, I think mine might have 6 channels, but I don't see a reason for it. And I got that on a trade, so I wouldn't buy one for a surface vehicle unless you're doing something really crazy like a tank. Come on, you bastard. Should probably just take that mud flap off and make my life easier, huh? Sometimes when you're a tech, you just keep trying to shortcut it even though you're wasting time. Wow. Yeah, sometimes, man, it's just kind of, I usually go by whatever retail is, cut it in half and go for it. Start there at least. All right, so how to straighten a stock shock tower. Brody, you came back. Good dog. Get the fuck in here. Give me a second to close the doors, please. Butthole. No, you don't. Nope. Sorry about that. I'm back. Oh. Well, for anybody who doesn't know, Canadian RC 96, Mike is a absolute RC guru. Man has more models than I have fingers and toes. Right. That's what I figured. Cool. In case anybody missed it, the redneck way to straighten a shock tower is you gotta take the stuff off, put a wrench on it, pull on that bitch. Kind of like redneck body work. You take a come along, put it to a tree, put it to your bumper, pull the bumper back out. That's about right. Hey, buddy. No, you're not going anywhere. You go sit down. Eat your dinner. Oh, announcements. Right. Other one. If anybody hasn't heard yet, I started another channel purely for automotive because I didn't want to mix my niches, so to speak. Didn't want to put a bunch of automotive stuff on my RC channel and decided I just do a pure automotive channel. Plus, we have so much going on right now with the Logan Civic build. My Triumph's going to be on there soon when I start working on that. We're on a holding pattern right now on those 454 small big block Chevy Marine supercharged engines. Dude's gonna wait another 6 months on that because he's got to pay his house off or something like that, or pay for something with a house. I don't know, whatever his deal is. Fingers crossed. Backslash chassis success. Oh, right. Still in the damn thing. Yeah. There you go. Shock player action. Good boy, Brody. Oh, yeah. Announcements. I got court in the morning. Hopefully that works out. It's same for the same account. Misdemeanor. Paraphernalia charge. First offense. But it's called a criminal case management meeting. It's not called court exactly. So I'm guessing this means I get to sit down and say some stuff, which at first I'll tell them, yeah, they pulled me over for no turn signal. And then as soon as he got done pulling me over, we both looked at my turn signal and said it was working fine. Therefore, there was no reason to initiate a traffic stop. Therefore, there was no probable cause for a traffic stop. Therefore, everything after the traffic stop should be null and void. Hopefully that's the way it works. We'll see. But seriously, it's the first time I've gotten in trouble for anything in like 20 freaking years, man. It's like crap. And the first time I went in, the state wanted to give me like 6 months probation, random drug testing, like $800 worth of crap. I'm like, no, that's not going to function. Let's get a continuance on this bitch. So that's what I did. I mean, that's not how I said it, but you know. I said, yes, Your Honor, no, Your Honor, et cetera, et cetera. I think I'm the only person in the courtroom that did that day other than the people who work for him. All these freaking, scumbags going up, not even saying sir and shit. Like, you're pissing them off, right? These people have an ego to protect. Especially the young ones. And this dude's probably, saying his 40s. Not terribly young for a judge, but here's my thoughts on 8S capable, right? So this truck is also 8S capable because it's got a Max 6 G2. And I used to have a Hobby Wing 1640 in it, which is right here with a blown rotor because I decided to run it on 8S off-road. I ran that same motor, same ESC that's in that car on road in my Typhon before I had the Mojave chassis. It was already stretched, but it wasn't truckified. It didn't have all the Creighton suspension on it yet. It was on-road car. And I ran it up to 115 miles an hour on 8S, no problem, all day long. Never had a problem with it. Put it on 8S in the Creighton, slamming over some bumps. I mean, not like slapping the chassis, but just hauling ass. Between the RPM and the jostling of the motor, you're going to end up probably blowing a rotor. I'm not saying you will for sure. You might never. But in my experience, I've done it twice, and it's both times I put something that was either run at really high RPM in an off-road car or run 8S on a 8S capable system off-road. Only off-road. I've had problems, not on-road. Just my experience. Right, I guess we're done here with this guy. Yeah. It's a little notchy, but not too bad. Rear's pretty loose. Center needs a little bit more stiff, but it's got another run or two in it, I'd say. You know what this thing needs? A freaking alignment. Well, I got it up here. Let's get it all sorted out. Brody, what are you doing, dude? No, you're not going outside. You're not going back in the house. This is where you live, butthead. Get used to it. You got food, you got fresh water that runs through an osmosis system, you spoiled shit. You got 100 toys, half of them are on my bed. Yeah, don't think this dog is abused just because he keeps coming up to me like he's going to die. It's just a bitch. Spoiled bitch. All right, so let me find that other nut for the shock before I forget the damn thing. I don't want to hide him back here. We're getting to the point where I'm going to have to do another episode of just sitting here dealing with hardware because I'm definitely not doing it by myself. All this stuff I got stacked back there has got to be put away. Wobbly thing. Aren't they like that stock though? Wobbling goblin. That's what they call the F-117 Nighthawk. It's just a funny word to say. Yeah. Definitely it's lower on this side for sure, but not by much. Oh, front shocks on my Creighton, this one and my Notorious both have rear shock shafts in them, just so you know. So they've got a lot more travel. And then we do use spacers and stuff to make sure that they don't, pull themselves apart or whatnot. Or smash the pistons on the inside, if they bottom out. That's pretty good. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I know it's not the most accurate way in the world of measuring droop, but it works. Brody, stop being a putz, please. As far as there's no background music, I think, but I can't put anything on because I'll get hit for copyright. Because God forbid you play a song you actually own the damn CD for. Oh yeah, for you kids, CDs are these round, shiny disc things that about this big. We used to stick them in music players to play our music. Just in case you never heard of one of those. Compact disc is the acronym there. $56.51. You don't mean 5611 kV, do you? No, because that wouldn't be a number in kV. kV is always even, right? Must be a part number. Yeah, I told you Mike had the experience when it came to those things, man. I'm not going to tell you something I don't know. I know my dog's a spoiled brat, aren't you? Come here. Yeah, you spoiled shit. Why don't you go lay down, huh? Go lay down. I'll put something stupid on TV or something for you. All right, let's check the back out here. That's pretty damn close. But I need a little bit more over here. All right, that should do it. I just went in with that. Is that? No, it's a full extension. That's why. Oh, I got a loose shock rod. Okay. So now this side's got to go up. It's loose, but the bushing's bad. Or it's going bad anyway. Perfect. All right. What are you doing, dude? Get down here. Come on. You're not going in the house. Fucking dog. Go lay down. Really, dude, you're making me angry. You don't want to do that. Go lay down. All right, you know what? Fine. Go in the house. Go in the house and live there for the rest of your life. I don't care. I don't want you to do it. Yeah, where's he gonna come when he wants to sleep tonight? All right. All right. Let me find my camber gauge real quick. Shit. Fuck it is. Should actually be here. There it is. Okay, cool. Okay. I don't know how you guys like to run your trucks, but I'll tell you this. I like to run a buttload of anti-squat in the back, which is usually around a degree to, I don't know, like 2 or 3 degrees at least, preferably. Yeah, there it is. Makes a big difference in the way the car handles. I really like it, especially for jumps. So if you get the opportunity to get something adjustable, or something that's got a different set on it than Arma's standard, whatever, 1 degree or 1.5, I suggest it. And then also Arma likes to run 3 degrees of rear toe on their vehicles from factory, which to me is quite excessive. You don't need that much damn rear toe. So I usually turn mine down to like 1 degree. That's all you really need. Shit, I'm going the wrong way. Oh yeah, you sent me some copies of the ad for the GPM gears. They look really cool. I haven't run them yet, but I haven't had to yet. I've got diff building down pretty good on these things. Actually, I just came up with my own custom blocks the other night that I made, that I have on my Notorious, which essentially are just a couple pieces of mild plate steel. I don't know if I can get it from here, but I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, some mild plate steel, and I just kind of stacked 2 pieces together. And I used a template off of the adjustable C&D blocks that you can get for the TRL. Essentially use that template to make my where I wanted my holes, because those are adjustable. So if you go to the TRL manual, it's actually a tuning guide in the back of it. It's a pretty good resource book if your truck's not handling right and you want to know how to fix it. It's where I go to if I ever have a problem that I don't know it off the top of my head. This is going to be just painstakingly lengthy if I can't find a better way to do this. Let me get you a little higher here, so I'll whack you. Right. Yeah, this is just oof. You get one of those stupid little wrenches that are $5 and use 3 times. Hopefully I'm going in the right direction on this one. Yeah, I wonder why Diffie shoes are so rare with us, right, Mike? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I did kind of develop a recipe for perfect differentials and a couple of little tricks and tips that makes it that way. I've done plenty of videos where I've done differentials and gone over all the little nuances about it. So there's no reason to go over it all here, but yeah, I'm pretty good at setting up an army diff. So, and one way to set front toe is just make your tire level with the other side. You just gotta set your trim when you're done. So we're set. We got our droop set. We got our camber set. We got our toe set. Bang, ready to rock and roll. Except for that one bolt I left out of the front that I found on the floor, right there. In case anybody wants to know, these shocks are 100 weight fluid with M2C pistons and emulsion cap set, except they're modified with the zero rebound deal that I do. And then Century Springs from Century Spring Company. They're not an RC car place, they're a spring place. And somebody was kind enough to find the right part numbers. A dude called East Tactics to find out where to get 12-pound springs for these things, and that's what we run because they work. Okay, so that should be perfectly runnable. The stunt truck I already know is perfectly runnable, but I'll just put that down for a second. So this is my Notorious. This is actually a TRL tune chassis because it's the same length and all that, but it's lighter and stronger. Same setup on this, except these are custom pistons and 100 weight fluid, Century Springs. Various aluminum upgrades, just shock towers and braces and whatnot. Oh yeah, and these are those custom blocks I made. So you can see it's like 2 stacked pieces of steel and another piece of steel. Actually, that's the stock D brace on top of that to hold the pins in. And then on the back, I actually use the stock pin holder doodad, but that's my plate in there. So it's a lot thicker than stock. Oh, and this little tab I had to weld that on actually because it was the bottom of the material. But you can see the amount of toe in the back of this. It's almost straight. There's no wonky ass toe to it. And it's got quite a bit of, it should be 3.5 degrees of rear anti-squat, which is like the front of the pins leaning upward so that the natural wanting to squat under acceleration doesn't happen as much because the suspension is being loaded in a different angle. It's kind of like kick up in the front where your chassis plate's tilted up. It's to absorb the bumps coming this way because you're at speed. It's kind of the same thing, but it's designed to keep it from going down. Just like they call that anti-dive in the front if your pins are angled a certain way. Anyway, so yeah, it's got a Savox Servo 1270, Max 6 G2 1650, aluminum diffs. I think I got one aluminum case on this one. Got all Canadian RC 96 skids on my bodies and on my wings and my bumper on my stunt truck for all those fun wheelies and stuff like that. M2C outdrives and axles where I still have them. Definitely not everywhere. Dig the M2C stuff, but can't always afford it. M2C ESC mount on both my trucks. Carbon fiber on the other one. This one's aluminum. Actually, I think the carbon fiber one's on the slider now. Oof. Yeah. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, so here's the camera mount for it. Right, so that's Mojave chassis. Started out life as a Typhon, then went to Mojave chassis, and then Creighton arms, knuckles, spindles, hubs. Still has the Typhon shock bodies, but the Creighton shock rods. Interesting mix of a vehicle. So right with that, and then I just got the little where the hell I put it? There it is. Top mount piece. Just there you go. So yeah, that's how I shot the video I just put up. That's soaking in the algorithm until it's done doing that, because you know how that goes. You gotta leave it up there for a while. But I need to get some Century Springs back on this. I don't have a full set because I lost one in the house jump. As you can see, the back could definitely use some more damping or some more spring action. I don't know. I have a full length pair. Maybe I'll put those on it. Yeah, this is just a stock V6 Hobby Wing setup. I think that's it. 19 twos on here, something like that. So it goes pretty good. It's fun, I'll tell you that. But it definitely has some suspension issues right now, so I think I'm going to remedy some of that, because the back end is just not doing it. Yeah. And the front end is definitely a little high. Oh, dude, awesome. Whenever people go back to work, right? Well, at least our retards went back to work. And then word is that the orange orangutan is gonna give everybody a pile of money. Believe that when I see it. Okay. Yeah, I can't really go up on these, I guess. All right, let's just disconnect them, see what we got, and then we start setting up the angles. The stunt track's pretty well straightened out, so I don't really need to line that right now. But this one is all kinds of wonky. I know after driving it earlier today. Chase the dog video, that was pretty fun. All right, cool, Spawn. Talk to you later. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate all your activity too on the channel and whatnot. You're awesome, dude. Stay frosty. Close enough. At least they're not like empty. Yeah, that dude's catching up big time, man. He's definitely getting some big airs these days. Oh crap! Looks like we lost everybody. Just you and me, Mike. We had like 5 going there for a minute. It is what it is, right? What are you gonna do? Boy, that seems awfully easy to move. You make a run for this. Yeah, I didn't see it at 8. That's cool. Oh, it's at 4 now. Oh, okay. Hey, everybody. Oh, now it's back at 2. Bye. Anyway, I didn't see it at 8. I saw it at 5. That's cool though. One of them's me. I've got my TV on here because I like to check my audio levels at the beginning. I mean, I know the views don't count because they check that stuff, but whatever. Oof, that's a little rusty there, I guess. It's definitely not the same length. It's not good. That's better. All right. Okay, so let's get this down a bit here. Yeah, it's about perfect, but as usual with drip screws, if you don't put washers on, it's going to pull it right back through that control arm. So I'm going to shim this side up and the other side too. More fun. Yeah, you know, they come and they go. All I know is technically, if I stay at the same watch hours per month, for another, I don't know, 9 months or whatever, I'll be in the limit for whatever, to get like a quarter per 1,000 views or whatever it is. I mean, I'm not worried about it, but it's kind of cool. Considering I started as a joke, the other channel's up to 15 followers. What do they have now? Oh, you talking about the ones that have their MTC style? Ooh, that's lifting. That's the problem. Yeah, the problem I had with the M2C ones is they were eating the other end out. Oh, that's way too much now. That freaking bulkhead's tight. Jesus. I realized that thing was that damn loose. Okay. Change of plans. How did that loosen up like that? Probably never checking it. Do they have one on there? Shit. I don't know. I've got the same ones on that. Maybe they came with something I didn't like and I took it out. Because that's got the same screws this one's got in it. Son of a bitch. No idea where that went. But a bunch of other shit. Oh, fuck. There it goes. Okay. So I'm wondering if there's so much stress between the springs and the damn arm just pushing the bulkhead off. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that setup is that it just it seems to dig into the chassis more. I don't know why. But it does. Because I had the M2C ones with the M2C chassis originally, and the amount of wear I got, I was just like, wow, okay. Because I can't exactly fix it. Like, I don't know. I guess I could set something up for TIG welding. Maybe a spool gun, maybe. I don't know. All right, so hopefully that'll work. I'm happy with that. Damn if that ain't straight, except for the chassis over. Oh shit. Okay. Well. Definitely need to like, just seriously invest in a pile of bulkheads. Nice, fat, aluminum bulkheads. What? Okay, I don't care. What are you bothering me about? That's it. Arg. Arg, I say. All right. I'm going to put something on here. I need some kind of background noise. And refill. Hold on a second. All right. There we go. Oh, hey, everybody. Hey, Amy, how you doing? What's going on? Oh, I'm just putting some new springs on the back of the tamponier and see what happens. Trying to get the suspension dialed in on this because from watching that on-car video, you could see how screwed up it was. Every time you hit the gas, it's all cocking sideways and trying to take off from one end. For the rest of you, that video will be out in a day or two. So with this length spring, yeah, it would be just right. Perfect. I know this thing's dirty. I didn't clean it last time. All we did was run it around on grass a little bit. No big deal. This is a jump session. Anyway. Hey, it's no problem. You know, life happens. We've had an interesting jump on, jump off kind of thing tonight. Like there's been up to like 10 people or 8 people, and then all of a sudden everybody's gone, and I don't know. I'm guessing not a lot of them are actually like YouTube members because they don't say anything. I mean, if I watched anything for more than a minute, I'd be saying something. Or at least hi or whatever. All right. Yeah, there we go. Now we have some robust rear suspension. It's set up properly. And we got just about zero camber on that side. And positive camber on that side. I think maybe we should add some camber to it. For those of you who don't know, camber is the angle of the top of the tire leaning inward toward the car. That would be negative camber. And that's usually what everybody uses. The only time you ever see positive camber is on circle track cars like NASCAR on the outside front wheel. That's the only time you see a tire leaning in the wrong direction. Or no, inside front wheel, sorry. It's the only time you see a tire leaning in the wrong direction. All right. That's the wrong way. All right. One degree, that'll work. This one was already like a half. Yeah, a little bit more. That's a little over one, but that'll work. All right, now let's take a look at this nose here. Yeah, see, there's your droop problem. Wow. I wonder if it was going all over the damn place. The right height's not actually that bad with these springs, but I'm gonna fix that droop. Should have did it while I had it apart earlier. Yeah, right. All right. So here we go. How do I get a notification when I'm on? Oh, Urban Legend is on. Okay. There's someone. Okay. Let's get some more over here. Just ought to bring it up to where it accelerates straight now. You can see in that video, it's just torquing sideways every time you hit the gas. Oh, wow, there's quite a pack in here. Should probably see if that bulkhead's in there. Solid. Oh, I don't have holes drilled in this bumper. Well, I guess we'll have to implement one of my tricks. Yeah, we gotta drill this bumper. Oh, it's tighten the screws in it anyway. All right. Oh no, these guys got nuts on them. Come on. Oh yeah, this has got a TRL tuned B block on it. That's why it doesn't have the screw holes. Shit on this bench. There we go. Oh, right. Screws in the Canadian RC 96 bumper spring. That's why it won't come off, because that spring won't flex, because it's badass. Come on. Oh, that's right. I put those weird ass screws in there. They're the damn it. Those are the screws that come with a what the hell is it? Savox Servo. These little black roundhead guys. Yeah, they work great for bumper springs. Just a thing. All right, seriously, this one's still not off. My God. All right, screw you. Okay, so feed and hopefully that'll work. So. The monitors got the exact temperature, ensuring the contents of the meal would be safe when we heat it in the fuel. Right. If a soldier gets sick to his stomach on the battlefield, he's at risk to himself and a liability to the squad. Right. So there we go. Drill some holes in this thing. Every MRE contains 2 entrees and 2 sides, like high energy bars and drink crystals, for a total of 13 calories. The packages also contain a pouch of water and 2 packages of the bottom of the bag contains magnesium mixed with metallic vinyl. Don't ever drill towards yourself. It's dangerous. No, don't be dying on me now. Come on, girl, I need one more. Close enough. See, and now you can get to all your bulkhead screws without taking your bumper off. Saves a lot of time. Apparently, I need some Loctite for those other ones. Get out of here. Damn it. There's too much shit everywhere. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was actually contemplating today if I want to change that one with this one and see how that looks. Because the reason I got that one freed up is because I got the new computer. Or not new, but, you know, Nick set me up with something. So it's got, all three of them are 4K. So you can see how fucked up I really look. But I appreciate it. Watch me shit. Okay. Oh crap. So here we go. Bang, bang, bang. Get a Loctite on everything there. Keep the bumper from getting loose. Yeah, some flashing left over. Easy way to fix flashing is countersunk bit. Takes it right off. There we go. Oh yeah. That's back in order. And I might as well do it now, I guess. So that's the droop screw right there. And what that does is keeps the control arm from dropping down more than you want it to, like beyond shock travel or whatever. But you want both wheels, when being pressured, to rise up off the ground, like under high torque conditions. You want both wheels preferably to come off the ground at the same exact time, because that way the vehicle doesn't tweak to one side real hard, which makes it difficult to control. So we have these screws here called droop screws, and that's what they do. They keep the arms level at full extension. Keeps your handling nice and consistent and predictable. All right. Oh yeah, bumper. Idiot. Snarf. All right, I'll just put these on top here. No, I'm not laughing at you. Yeah, it's a great little trick. Another one from the minds of the weirdo. I really need to get around to making that video for all the different stuff I've figured out on these. Slowed down a lot recently, though. I'm not really figuring out much shit anymore. I think I've already got everything down. Until I move on to a different model to re-engineer. There we go. Nice and tight. And I think I'm going to run the rear springs in the front. Get a little more spring tension. Better match to the rears, considering those are 12.5 pounders. I don't know what in God's name these are, but they're nothing special. Maybe 6.5s. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's pushing on that bad. Oh, come on. There we go. That's in the wrong pin, but I might need it that place anyway. So. Hey, Jesse, what's up, buddy? How the hell are you doing? Yeah, a lot of work, man. A lot of work. Yeah, no, we're on Tuesdays and Thursdays now, every night at 8 o'clock. Until I go to court tomorrow, I don't know what's gonna happen. No, I'm actually going to a criminal case management meeting. It shouldn't be a big deal. Hopefully, get the case dismissed, considering it should be. But we'll see what happens. Because I didn't allegedly do shit. Anyway, yeah, no, this is actually some fixing, some modifying, but that's usually how it kind of goes in my world. You know, I always find a little something that needs to have me play with it. This sounds like an old Ford. But the wheels come off the ground at the same time. And overall ride height is looking just like I want it. I like it. Keep it just like that. These springs can go away. And bolt this damn bumper down. Nice. Yeah, I got a GoPro now, so I'm gonna have some on-car videos and some pretty wild stuff probably. I shot a video of the this car chasing the dog around today with the camera mounted to it. I'll have that up in like 24 hours. But yeah, we're gonna be able to do a whole bunch of stuff with that. Won't have to worry about having people with me when I want to go out and film because I'm so spontaneous and everybody else is like, "Fuck you, dude, I'm busy." So it's like, all right, well, guess I'll just go eat worms. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to catch all the good stuff now. You know what? I think I'm gonna knock these out to 3 mil in the back here because it's just easier that way. So, and this is something I do quite a lot on my cars. As you can see, all the battery tray bolts are all 3 mil. What else is 3 mil on this? Not the radio mount, not yet. I guess that's it on this one, but a lot of my cars, everything's 3 milled out. The freaking body mounts are always 3 milled. The mud flaps are always 3 milled. Yeah, the 2.5s just strip out and it's like screw it. You know, just put a bigger bolt in it. Let's see. That should do it. Yeah. All right. Ah. All right. It's definitely going on charge tonight. All right. That and probably drop the wrench I need. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Where in the hell? All right. Yeah, buddy. Then we'll get this front end finished up aligned. And that's it, really. I mean, Nick said he didn't break anything on his truck. I don't know. I highly doubt that. And the first thing he did was run it off the backside of two half pipes or quarter pipes. Well, one half pipe, one quarter pipe. I know his 8S is probably getting pretty close to needing some work. I mean, I just tore the whole thing apart not long ago, but man, he beat the hell out of it since then. Should probably do an onboard video with the gas truck. What do you guys think of that? That'd be good. I'm always looking for camera people. I even pay. I mean, it's not minimum wage, but I buy lunch too. So, yeah, I mean, I hired 3 people the day I did the house jump. I needed people big time. But now that I have a GoPro of my own, I don't know. I might just be all right. Who knows? God, the steering is so sloppy. And that's all in the servo. You know what we should do? We should take Nick's servo that since I just gave him my good one, and put his in here. What time was it anyway? 9:16. Yeah, I got all the time. Right. That was a big event though, dude. I mean, you were driving too. I mean, like for people purely filming. You know, that was like you were part of the crew that day. That wasn't like that. All right. I hope my other battery for this thing is actually okay because I'm gonna need it. Yep. Oh, I'll be right back. U.S. Air Force pilots were crashing all over the country. In desperation, Roosevelt and Air Force reached out to the same person. Oh, guess what I got today too? I got testosterone. So yeah, that should be very, very helpful soon. Took my first shot as soon as I got it because you know. Oh, mother effer. I gotta do it by hand. No, dude, it's almost perfect. We could not be in Florida, then it'd be better. It is definitely nice to not have Niagara Falls running down the crack of your ass every day, though, that's for sure. That's definitely what the summer's like here. Oh, okay. All right. That wrench had to jump out because I don't see. There it is. All right. That's the same size, huh? You guys talking about coming to Florida? F1 races, if you're asking about that, yeah, the last one wasn't too bad. Mexico City. They're gonna be in Las Vegas next week. And then I think it's either 1 or 2 weeks off, and then they have the final 2 races of the season back to back. And that's going to be Bahrain and Abu Dhabi. So yeah, that'll be it. This R300 isn't this capable of running my big remote? I think it is. How does it have so much fucking sand in here? Oh, I know what servo this is. This is that cheap ass one I got off of Amazon that said it was good for like a whole buttload of torque, and it really wasn't. So it was like 40 kilograms. It might as well have been 10 or 70 kilograms. Yeah, it was like 30. Crap. Where is that servo? There it is. Oh, and even better, it's a short body, so I don't have to worry about spacing. Cool. Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. Compared to yours, Mike, it is beautiful. By the way, Mike, Jesse, I've told you about Mike before. That's my boy in Canada. And Mike, I told you about Jesse. Jesse's my man. My man servant. No, I'm just kidding. Totally joking, bro. Don't beat my ass. Uh, nah, we're boys. It's all good. What was I gonna say? Yeah, dude. I mean, I can totally see the reason for snowbirds because it gets real crappy up there this time of year, and down here it's like sweet. But down here in the summertime, it's like I'm dying, and up there in the winter time, it's like I'm freezing to death. I don't know, man. It's the weather is becoming just more swingy and more swingy. The extremes are getting more extreme. I'm not saying whatever it's this. I'm not gonna fucking even get on that weather bullshit, but you know it sucks. The only place I know to live year round and is perfect is where I come from, and everybody making laws out there is a goddamn idiot. No gas powered lawnmowers. Okay. You out of your damn mind. What are they going to do? Outlaw gas powered RC cars next? I wouldn't doubt it. You know what? I wouldn't fucking doubt it. No more flying nitro powered airplanes. No more drag racing from the state that started it. Yeah. You better watch out. You guys are really going to screw yourselves into a hole. Speaking of holes, I can't get this thing in here because there's not enough room. So we're just going to get a little notch in the servo thing there. And so we're just going to slide that in there. There we go. So this does need a little spacing. It's not as shallow as it would like to be. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Man, I'd love to, dude. Freaking, I'd like to do like a tour thing, actually, go to a couple different places, but I gotta I gotta get everything sorted, dude. I mean, I don't even have freaking anything saved up at the moment. Hell, we just started making decent paychecks. And I got all these bills I gotta take care of that, somebody didn't pay that said they did. And, it's what it is, man. But yeah, dude, I'd love to go back. I haven't been back in a minute, and all my friends out there want me to come back. I mean, hell, I talk to Nick every single day. If he's watching, what up, Nick Wester? My best friend from the age of 9. And then talk to my girl Becky out there like once in a while. Once a week, I guess, maybe. If I'm lucky. She's a busy girl. But, I mean, that's just like 2 different families right there. There's like at least 20 people between them that, are my regular buddies. And there's nothing you can't do out there. Like if you get up in the morning, you go, I want to go freaking parasailing behind a boat. You can do that in like an hour. I want to go skydiving. You can do that in an hour. You want to go, I want to go watch a football game. You can do that within 40 minutes. I want to go surfing. You can do that within a half hour. I want to go skiing. If it's the right time of year, you can do that within 1 hour. There's nothing you can't do there. It's just amazing. Okay, so right. The lineup is just slightly off. That's why it kind of confused me for a minute there. But all right, so this should be still on that other remote. Let me get a 3S so I can center that servo out. Oh, it's a 4S, but it's close. Oh, okay. Oh, come on, get on there. There we go. No, that's a bit off. Yeah, no. I'll go with that. The hell is that fan make all that damn noise for? I need to upgrade that shit or something. Yeah. Right? Oh, dude, like, my friends out there, they'll go out to like a lake, and they're usually surrounded by hills or mountains and stuff, and just go camping for a weekend. Some people get naked, some people don't. Some people do handfuls of mushrooms, some people don't. Some people smoke so much weed they can't see straight anymore. Some people don't. Just do whatever you're into, man. Nobody cares. I mean, my buddies out there, Matt and Topher, they are some of the freest people I've ever seen in my life, and trust me, they are free at least Topher, he's always free all over the place. I mean, not like he's gonna get it on you, but he's definitely having a good time. Not doing anything like playing with himself or something, but dude likes taking his clothes off. He's big on togas too, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I have very, very interesting friends out there. Of course, everything's interesting out there. If it's boring, they ship it to Florida or Los Angeles, right? Yeah, dude. I mean, that's all I ever do out there is just chill. People got to work. I just hang out. Go visit my old places, my old house, the roads I grew up driving on illegally. I was underage. I was 15 when I left the state, so I never drove legal at all. But I had two motorcycles. I never owned my own car, but I used to steal my mom's on occasion. When you're almost 6 foot, they don't really look twice. But the cops got onto me riding motorcycles, so they started catching me and making me walk that bitch home. It sucked. But yeah, man. I mean, in the summertime, yeah, it gets up to like 100, but if you're in the shade, you're fine. In the wintertime, it can get in the 30s. It might for a week or two, but you know, it doesn't stick. And then, I mean, fall. I really like fall because it's just gray for like 3 months. No rain, just gray. I like it. Good skating weather because you don't sweat. All right, so now that everything's sorted out with the steering and all that, this front end tightened down because it's all kinds of wonky. You see this one over here is like positive cambered out, like 3 degrees almost. We have any adjustment left on the top, so take it down to the bottom adjuster. Maybe we'll see. Nope, that's pretty much cranked in. Come on, get on there. Such a hard thing to hit when you can't damn see it. There we go. Right. That should be enough. We're so positive, Jesus. This isn't pulling my axle out too far. Come on. All right. Now I think we got it. It's at 0. I'm happy with it. It's also 0, which is fine for this car. Oh, those are. Well, that was loose anyway. Shit. Alright, last thing I'm fixing. And we're done. Loose steering. Essentially a loose outer tie rod. There we go. So yeah, this little guy's loose, so it's giving me a little wonky there. Nah, shit, I don't have my freaking electric. Oh, come on. That's got a lot of lock in it. That's fairly tight. What the hell is squeaking so bad? Here's probably these. I guess not. It's just too funny. No. She's dialed. You got steering. You got suspension. The alignment's on solid. Front diff's damn near solid. Rear diff's damn near open. Center diff could use some work. You might have to redo that before we take it out again, but it's done for now. So, looks like that's going to be about it for the night, guys. Couple announcements again. We're going to stick with the Tuesday, Thursday, 8 o'clock on the live streams because it seems to be when we're getting the most traffic, even though it's not great yet. But I think if we have a consistent schedule, maybe it'll pick up. The new channel is Logan Squared Automotive on YouTube. We're up to 15 followers. But all the automotive stuff from the old channel is being moved over there, and all the new content as well, including building Logan Civic, my Triumph in the future, any various jobs I choose to film for educational purposes, and in the future, the 454 big block Chevy Marine motors that we're going to do whenever that guy wants to get started on those. And on TRT, my mood should be improving greatly shortly, and attitude and all those other wonderful things. Court tomorrow. I think that's it. That's everything I wanted to let you guys know. So, I'll see you guys on Tuesday, if not before then. Godspeed. Good night. Keep bashing, and if it don't go, send it.